because
Because
he's
of what?
just he's just had to take his mum, who's losing her memory. He's just had to take her to a care home,
Yeah.
and she didn't know, and he doesn't. He's really upset that he's had to take his mum to a care home because she can't look after herself anymore. I quickly sent him a message. So I said,
Yeah, yeah.
"Oh,
Just do it. Just do it.
not nice for you. Uh, we'll, we'll, I'm just telling him that I'm talking with you."
We may end soon, I guess.
Hold on. Just then, I'm telling him that he knows about you, and if I say to him, "Oh, I'm giving an English lesson," he'll be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." He's on the phone. Okay, he's on the computer. Yeah, not nice for him, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bertus just had to take his mum.
Oh, I thought it was Wednesday.
No, he said he feels like shit at the moment
Yo.
because she didn't have a clue. He had to lure her in.
You should have explained it.
Yeah, she didn't understand it. That's the problem.
Mm.
Oh, excuse me.
Do you have that thing in Cambodia a lot, sort of that elderly people they get dementia? You know what I mean?
You know what
No, no.
dementia is?
When you're old, sometimes people start losing their memory, especially the short-term memory.
Mm.
Oh.
Here in Belgium, a lot of people get that when they're old, but when they're really old, like from their 80s.
My mum's starting to get it as well. My
I,
mum's 86,
yeah.
and her short term memory is going. She can't remember certain things. She starts to repeat herself, and Libertus's mum is doing the same. She's a bit worse than my mum, so it's quite sad.
Yeah, I think it is the same. Because when people get old, so they will lose their memory. They cannot remember
Yeah.
um everything quite good as compared to their in the young age or at the middle age.
Mm. Do you have care homes for people like that in Cambodia?
Oh, we don't have mostly like we just only have like hospital or when when we get problem we go to the hospitals and also pay for our how can I say for our
Yeah, for your medication and for your hospital treatment.
yeah for our hospital tour treatment because we don't have
Mm.
that yet here in Cambodia. There is no home care.
So it's the family
The
who
fact,
looks after the
Yeah.
old older person then.
Yeah, mostly family look after the like the old people because in Cambodia our culture is that um uh we are not live far away from our family at all, even though like my grand my grand pa or grandma, so they live with my parents at my home. So
Mhm.
yeah, we we
Yeah, so
we
your
we are
parents,
not live
yeah,
far away from each other. It is one of our culture here, and like even now, my parents also look after my grandpa or grandma as well.
no,
It's a
Yeah.
lot of work for them.
yeah.
And is it then the father and mother of your mother or your father?
From from my mother.
From your
From your
mother.
mother.
Yeah.
And the parents from your father, who looks after them?
Can you repeat that again?
The parents of your father, who looks after them?
Oh, my parents, my own parents.
Also
Like,
your parents.
yeah.
So they look after 4
Old people.
older people.
No, only just two. My grandmother or grandfather only.
So that's the parents from your mum
Yeah, they are from my mom.
and the parents from your dad.
Or the parent from my dad. They live with another relative.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So how does your father have brothers and sisters?
Yeah,
Do
they are
you
only.
have uncles and aunts?
Yeah. My father has like aunt or uncle, maybe around 7 to 8 sibling. For
Wow.
the
Oh my,
yeah, a lot. Yes, it's a lot.
Wow. Yeah.
It's my
Wow.
father's siblings. So I guess it's around eight, eight, 8 or 9, I guess. It's a lot.
Wow. And how many on your mother's side? How many siblings did your mother have?
On my mother's side, I'm not sure, maybe around 8 to 9 as well, because like I have a lot of relative when I go back home, and like I need to visit this and I need to visit that, my uncle, my aunt, like there are a lot of
Aunts and
family.
uncles. Lot. You have a lot of aunts and uncles and probably a lot of cousins as well.
so
Yeah.
they're all living in the same area.
We live in the same area, but maybe like just 2 or 3 that live different area. Mostly we live
Like you.
in the same area. Like me, like I live in a different area from them.
Yeah.
And are there other members of that big family who can speak English like you?
No,
I guess no one beside me, because yeah, no one. It's maybe only
no
me.
one.
Yeah, because like
Ah,
The clever one.
that is why I also feel proud of myself as well, that I am the only one who can speak English, because I guess like not many relative, like even though my aunt's children's or my uncle children's, they quit from school only in the secondary school. They cannot continue until high school or until universities at all, uh, based on their financial situation. So in our
okay.
Cambodia, in Cambodia, if in a family, uh, parents cannot have enough financial support in their family, so they can also um do two things. Like one, they can uh, keep their children continue their study, and another way, they can stop their children in order to find money or to earn income in order to
You
support
have
the
to get
family.
the finance.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that is why like in my village, in my own village, not here, not where I live right now. So not many people, they continue their study until high school. Maybe,
Mm?
yeah, even now, because based on the situation in their own family, because like the parents, they cannot um afford their children to go
Yeah.
to school.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's sad in a
Sad.
way.
Yeah.
yeah, it's really
It's,
sad.
Yes.
yeah. Everybody has the right to education.
Yeah.
But all the children that do learn to read
Right.
and write,
Yeah, they know
they
how
go to
to read
school till
and
they can
write.
do that.
Yeah, they
Yes.
know
But
how
they
to read, they learn how to write, and they also know as well.
Yeah.
But
And yeah.
but if we want to use our abilities, our knowledge to find a job, I think uh, it's impossible. Yeah,
that's really sad.
because like the job are now like workplace, or the job requires they hire employee that has knowledge, higher education. So if the
Mm.
people they cannot get higher education, so it is
So the av-
possible for them.
we
Yeah.
we would say so the average Joe doesn't have a chance. And we use that expression meaning that the majority of people only have a basic education and they need the higher education to get a better job to earn more money. But because the parents didn't have the funds to send them,
Yeah.
that's really sad. That.
Yeah.
Then
It is.
somebody could be super intelligent but not have the diploma for that job, but has the ability to do that job. But they won't get chosen because they don't have that piece of paper with a stamp on it.
Yeah, it is.
That,
It is. Because
that's really
I
bad.
yeah, because I also met some of a few people that I known. They are intelligent, but based on their own family, they cannot support uh, him to continue his education. So they quit from school in order to find a job in the early age in order to have their family. It is really sad that some people they really intelligent, they are talented to do something by their own way, but
Mm.
however,
Bit like,
yeah, however, their own family situation is not good for them to continue. So they they
mm,
can stop. They can stop studying. They can stop um chasing their dream in order to have their own family.
mm,
Yeah, it's happened a
yeah,
lot in Cambodia.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, it happened a lot in Cambodia. Like some
Mm,
people, they are really smart. They are smart people. They are smart students. But when they finish secondary school and after diploma, so they cannot continue to uh
another.
another level because of like their family cannot support. But
Mm.
that is why I am lucky that I am become a monk. So um I don't need any help from my parents at all, because we have like our school here. Like in any pagoda they have like the school for monks to study in order to support education, and also
Yeah,
to support the government in terms of education. So I don't need to so my family don't need a lot
to
of
pay
money to pay for me, because I I got free education uh from
from the money.
my from the monk.
But how, if a lot of children cannot continue school, then and you can get free education if you become a monk, then I assume that a lot of young men want to become a monk so they could go to school or learn
Mm,
further. How are they selected then that you can become a monk, or can everybody become a monk?
mm.
Everybody can become a monk, but in some case, if we are if we have a problem with how can I say, mentality,
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
with our
Your intelligence or your
intelligence of
brain?
the brain. Yes,
yeah,
your
if
intellectual in your intellectuality.
yeah until yes, we cannot become we cannot become a monk, because it is the rule in Buddhist monk, like if no one like have a problem with mentality, they
Yeah,
cannot think well, or they look like their appearance or their health is not really good in order
hmm,
to do any work, to do any duty as a Buddhist
yeah.
monk. So we are not allowed, but
No.
everybody is allowed to
So you
become a
have
monk.
a
If
selection, a selection role of people. If they're a little bit, we would call them dim people, a little bit like, huh?
yeah.
People that sit that sort. Yeah, we. I have a great expression for people like that. It's the lights are on, but nobody is at home.
What does it mean, like?
People that are not very clever,
Yeah.
and the I always say, oh, the lights are on, but nobody's at home, meaning that they're there, but they're not there.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you.
Or I say if somebody's not very clever, I say, oh, they're a sandwich short of a picnic.
What the?
Well, they're not all there, are they?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're one sandwich short of a picnic, then you don't have a complete, you don't have a whole. It's just
Yeah.
silly London expressions.
Yes. If
So
no big,
so there
yeah.
is so there is a selection process then to become a monk. But okay, so for the men, you can become a monk and you can get free education through the monk system. What about the women? Do you have nuns, and do they have the same chances as well?
For none, in Cambodia we are not allowed to have nuns at all because there will be problem with men and women if young if we want to equal rights, but in some case there will be uh, unequal right between men and women living together, so there will be another problem happen. So we are in Cambodia, uh
Yeah.
we are not allowed to have nuns at all in our countries because we want to avoid that problem, because
Okay.
we,
All right. Because
we
here they don't live together. They're not the monk. They're called the priests that live here. Or you could call them the brothers. They are monks, but they're not the monks like you guys. It's completely different here, a monk. But they live in an abbey, um, and nuns live in what's it called? I've forgotten the name of it. Where the nuns.
Closer.
Yeah,
Closer.
yeah, but that's not English.
Mhm.
And it's a nunnery.
But you do have nuns in your country, but then they live together somewhere else as a group where only the women live together then. Because
A convent.
when you showed us the picture of you reading the Buddhist text,
Yeah,
the women who were sitting there, they were nuns, no?
No, sort of, he said.
Ah,
Similar to
they were
nuns.
not nuns
No,
then.
they weren't
they are
nuns,
not
but they
nuns, but it is
literally
similar to nun. We call them like laymen or laywomen, or like they are follower, like Buddhist follower as well, but they are not
Sorry, I
really
didn't understand that. They called
like
what?
the people that wearing white clothes, they are not nuns, but they are not none at all. They are just like normal people, but they take the precept, like they try to follow the discipline in Buddhism.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like they try to follow the strict rules as a Buddhist monk like me. but they are not called. We are not called them as a nun at all. They are just a
Okay.
Buddhist follower. That is what we
Okay.
call them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they can be women who just have a family. It's not that they then are so strict that they don't have a family or children anymore.
Yeah, they if mostly like when they wear white clothes like that, uh, because they they avoid from having children or having any husband at all. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Interesting.
yeah. Because mostly they are, some of them got divorced, and then they just want to refresh their mind by learning like Dhamma way in order to make their life better in terms of mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because they got a lot of problem when they have family, when they have children, when they are in the, how can I say, like in a normal life. So they got a lot of problem, like in
Yeah.
when they already fulfill with that situation, they just want to refresh themselves by staying at pagoda like me.
Yeah. Just yeah. I understand what you mean. Interesting. Very interesting.
Convent.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, nuns live in a convent, and monks live in an abbey or a monastery. So they don't actually live together.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But in Cambodia, we like in pagoda or in monastery. So we we have a big monastery, and then so we can separate which side belong to monks, which side belong to um people who wearing white white clothes,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. Yeah. But in Myanmar, they really have nuns because it is the rule of in their country, because they have their own rules, their own the law. They have their own law in order to allow to have nuns in their own country. But in Cambodia, uh, we are not allowed to have that in order to avoid any problem. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Interesting.
we want to keep safety for women.
Mm.
Yeah,
You want to keep the men focused on religion, well,
yeah,
the way of
yeah,
life.
yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
because as a me as a monk, so we are female, so it is easier for us. We are male, not female. We are male. It is easier for us to stay in this life way, because we don't need to care any safety of ourselves at all. But for women, so we don't know. Problem can happen to them anytime. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So that is why we in our country we don't want to have none, or we allow we are not allowed to have them at all. In
Mm.
Thailand, in Thailand, in Vietnam, I think they also have nuns, as
Mm.
I see on some any social media that post on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm. Funny, yeah. Now it changes from country to country what they allow and what they see as a distraction.
yeah.
And obviously in Cambodia they see women as a distraction. If in the yeah, it's not religion, it's a way of life, isn't it? Religion, way of life.
But no one want to become nuns as well in our country.
Nah.
No?
Yeah, yeah, because like if you want to become nuns, like if you want to become like the life as me like as a monks. So we are not really easy life at all because we live in a quiet place, so we don't have to we don't need to to belong to any, how can I say, like
See.
wealthy, and
Yeah.
we cannot go anywhere anytime that we want, so no one want to become this like anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But are you not allowed, if you now want to go and visit your parents, are you
Yeah.
not allowed to do that?
I am allowed to these times.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if we now would invite you to come and visit us in Belgium, are you allowed to do that?
Oh, I may ask if that happens. So even though they are not allowed, so I need to make it happen. But actually,
You, you need to go to the head monk and say, "Now listen here, mate. I want to go to Belgium to learn a bit more English. I'm off. Get somebody to cover me."
but uh, telling you the truth, actually, they are allowed at this moment, but only in how can I say, like in rainy season for 3 months that I need to stay at Pagoda. So, but
Yeah.
in that case, if there are some people, they we got the invitation from them to do any religious activities or to do our own stuff. Uh, we in that case we are allowed in our rule. We open that space in order to let the Buddhist monk to go anywhere that
Hmm.
they really need to complete their own stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Because where's that place that you went to? The Buddhist place here in Belgium.
In Belgium, you have a Buddhistic temple and place somewhere in the Ardennen, in Huy, and another one in Antwerp. And I visited once. I went to the monastery there to have a little prayer or meditation. I don't know what it exactly was. To join them for 2 days. Um, I don't know from where they are as Buddhistic people.
Buddhist.
Maybe like mostly
But,
like most, as I know, maybe like mostly Thailand. Like a lot of Buddhist monks from Thailand, they go to Europe, as I know.
Ah,
Even though in the United Kingdom, UK also, like maybe last month I also saw a post. There is a temple in UK in London that they are looking for a Buddhist monk to live in to live in a pagoda in London city in order
oh,
to become a trainer of teaching meditation to Buddhist follower over there, as I know.
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
wow. I'm just trying to find something. I want to show you a picture of it. Um,
Yeah.
it's a Buddhist temple, as Catherine said, in Antwerp, and I actually drove past it last week. God, where is it? Ah, there.
And why is it that in the rainy season you really have to be in the pagoda?
Yeah.
Why
Because
that particular season?
it is a particular season that it is the rule that happened. It was happen when the Buddha times as well. So when it is in the rainy season, the monk need to stay in the pagoda for 3 months, and by not going anywhere, just they can go anywhere in exceptional in exceptional option only, because
Okay.
yeah, because in the reason is that, you know what, in rainy season, it is not a good time for us, not only for monk, for you as well. So there's a lot of rain. So if we go anywhere at that time, it is not good time to go because we might, you know, got wet from raining, and also there might
Yes.
be another problem happen in that rainy season. So that is the problem, that in rainy season for 3 months we are not allowed to go anywhere or anytime
Okay.
as we want, but we can go, but in exceptional option only.
Yes. Yeah.
I see.
So it's a rule from the Buddha in
Yeah,
a
it is.
way.
Yeah, it is the rule.
Interesting, no?
So you learn more.
I've
You
just
saw.
sent you a couple of pictures on WhatsApp or a
Okay.
couple of links of the Buddhist temple in Antwerp. It's actually an amazing building to look at.
Okay, thank you
And then
for
one
sending.
is a video, and then the other two are just. But if you look that up, there are lots of photographs on Google about that place, and you can see how pretty it is. I think it's the Buddhist thing there. I think it's from Thailand because they have elephants out the front.
Yeah, but
Um,
maybe they have.
Let me see. So according to the instruction of the building, I guess it is from India. Maybe it is from India.
I don't
So
know. You don't know? You think so?
yeah, I think it is from India.
Possible, huh?
No. Is it? Yeah, it's possible. I've got no idea. To me, it looked like Thai.
Yeah, we don't know
But we
anything
don't
about it.
know. True. No, just the architecture. I mean, it's an amazing looking building, huh?
It look like India. Maybe from India, I guess. Maybe India temple. Maybe India pagoda monastery. Monastery.
Mm. But they give lessons there. I saw in one of the pictures. Yeah.
So you may know a lot from this complete life from me, complicated life from me.
Yeah.
So life as a Buddhist monk is really complicated. It is not easy at all.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems that there's lots of restrictions.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
do the restrictions sometimes bother you, or is it all right?
Yeah.
It's all bothering me as well.
Yes,
Yeah. A bit of both, probably.
Yeah.
because you're a young man and you probably have a lot of dreams that you would want to still do. And if
Yeah.
there is then a lot of restriction, then I would think like, oh, maybe it's not always what you like.
Yeah, there are some rule or restriction that it is not really fit with me, because as you know, as we are human beings, so we have dream to do anything as we want. And it's like, when we, like when we live in a place that there are some rule that we are not really want it, that we so it will be the problem for us. So I also feel that
Mm.
sometimes, but it's okay because, um like right now, so I adapted with this situation, so it is not a big
Yes.
deal for me at all. But for those, who just early Buddhist monk, so they don't know what to do. uh they use, when they are normal people, so they are free to do anything as they want. But when they become a Buddhist monk, like they like, oh, we like to say that we come to live in a strict rule, in a strict life,
Mm.
because when we want to do something, there will be a rule to guide us to do.
Mm.
Mm.
It's like, if we if we say like if we compare to North Korea, so no one wish to live in North Korea because you may know that. So what happened in there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We know all about North Korea in this part of the world,
Yeah, so like
with
if
Kim
we
Jong-un threatening to kill everyone.
yeah, so their life is not free. They got
No,
this. It's
oh
not freedom.
well, the North Korea, they sent around 12,000 soldiers to Russia to help fight in the war against Ukraine. And a
Recently,
lot of them, up till now, about 3,000 of them have been killed.
oh,
But last week they captured two of them, two North Korean soldiers, and they got the information that they needed out of the soldiers, and then they asked them, "Do you want to go back to North Korea?" And both of them, "No, no, please do not send us back to North Korea. We want to stay here." They've even said themselves how terrible it is. Uh, that's horrible, huh? Horrible.
it's a horrible life living there. But we don't know. We don't know. But you know what? There was of there there is a famous woman that really popular on social media, on magazines, or on or any media, or any journals. She has shared his life when she were in North Korea, and she
Mm,
really, what she shares, she cannot, stop his tea tear of
yeah,
crying because her life over there was really terrible. She cannot get freedom as a
yeah,
human being. Yeah,
horrible. Huh? This people are treated that way.
yeah. Oh, we have 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. Yep,
I'm hungry,
I'm
so that's
hungry.
fine for me.
Yeah,
So we
that's
Because
are
look what we already made.
we've got
ah
Kathleen, mate. We got a new loaf of bread.
yeah.
And
So
I'm
you
going to
will
have cheese with it.
ah, it will really
Uh,
nice.
pate with it.
Yeah. Okay, we will say goodbye for now.
Yes.
Goodbye for now. Yeah. So have a really, really nice weekend, Tuttle.
Yeah, thank you. And
I
you
hope you
also
get
have,
a lot of rest.
sorry?
I said, I hope you get a lot of rest because you've been
Uh,
busy.
yeah, yeah. So, okay, thank you. Thank you so much for
So,
your
move
time.
on. Yeah, you're welcome. We'll
Yeah.
talk on Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, see you again on Monday. And have a good day.
Okay.
Enjoy your lunch.
Okay. Thank you
Thank
a
you,
lot.
mate. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Chumrit liya.
Chumriplir.
Bye bye.
Uh,